Hello everyone, I am Mrs Esther Massey. Welcome back to another session of Lesson 1, the French Revolution. Today we will study about the revolution and everyday life. But before that, we have something to think about. Can politics change the clothes people wear, the language they speak, or the books they read? Let's see. The years following 1789 in France saw many such changes in the life of men, women, and children. The revolutionary government took it upon themselves to pass laws that would translate the ideas of liberty and equality into everyday practice. One important law that came into effect soon after the storming of the Bastille in the summer of 1789 was the abolition of censorship. In the old regime, all written material and cultural activities such as books, newspapers, plays could be published or performed only after they had been approved by the censor of the king. Now, the Declaration of the Right of Men and Citizens proclaimed freedom of speech and expression to be a natural right. Newspaper, pamphlets, books, and printed pictures flooded the town of France from where they traveled rapidly into the countryside. They all described and discussed the events and changes taking place in France. Freedom of the press also meant that opposing views of events could be expressed. Each side sought to convince the other of its position through the medium of print. Plays, songs, and festive processions attracted large number of people. This was one way they could grasp and identify with ideas such as liberty or justice that political philosophers wrote about at length in text which only a handful of educated people could read. In 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself Emperor of France. He set out to conquer neighboring European countries, disposing dynasties and creating kingdoms where he placed members of his family. Napoleon saw his role as a modernizer of Europe. He introduced many laws such as the protection of private property and a uniform system of weight and measures provided by the decimal system. Initially, many saw Napoleon as a liberator who would bring freedom for the people. But soon the Napoleon army came to be viewed everywhere as an invading force. He was initially defeated at Waterloo in 1815. Many of his measures that carried the revolutionaries' idea of liberty and modern law and other parts of Europe had an impact on people long after Napoleon had left. The idea of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. These spread from France to the rest of Europe during the 19th century, where feudal system was abolished. Colonized people reworked the idea of freedom from bondage into their movements to create a sovereign nation state. Tipu Sultan and Ram Mohan Roy are two examples of individuals who responded to the ideas coming from revolutionary France. So students, here we are at the end of our chapter 1. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks for watching.